Welcome back to Enlightenment Online. As you can see, I'm in a different setting today. I'm celebrating the fact that we have launched the site, and in less than 24 hours we have hundreds of members of Enlightenment Online. And in fact, some of them have begun asking me questions, and I thought I would take this opportunity of this beautiful spring day to answer a question, or at least pose more questions. So, one of the members writes this: I've been thinking about gratitude lately, feeling it and wondering about the sense that there is something beyond gratitude. Gratitude is still dualistic. I am grateful to something, someone outside of me. There is something past that can only be accessed through gratitude. So I don't want to discard gratitude or minimize its importance, but I sense that there's something more. I think this is a very interesting question. I think that the problem here that's inherent in this particular question is that we're trying to look at gratitude rather than the one who's feeling the gratitude. If we look at the one who feels gratitude, we realize that that person who feels gratitude changes from moment to moment. So for instance, I'm sitting outside in my backyard, and I don't know if there's a tree behind me. There's a part of me, some who is, we call it the who is. If I was feeling very separate from my environment, then maybe that tree is something very separate from me. Maybe I'm thinking about whether it'll fall on me, or whether it puts out too much pollen, or if it's the right species for this particular piece of land, and so on. But I could have a different perspective, a different who is, that thinks of that tree as a friend, as part of my life, as somebody, as a person, as a being that I'm glad to see every day. I could even go so far as to say that there is a who is in which that tree and myself are both partaking of one single life stream. So the tree doesn't change, I change. And as my who is changes, the way I see and experience the world changes as well. It's the same thing with gratitude. Gratitude, when it is from the who is that is very separate, is gratitude for something that is separate. I feel great gratitude for this particular help that somebody gave me, for instance. And that is dualistic. I'll come back to what I think about dualism in a moment, but that is dualistic. But imagine for a moment that gratitude remains the same and we change, until gratitude is not something for something else, but the state of our being itself. In which case, gratitude becomes increasingly or seemingly non-dual, in the sense that we become more and more filled with gratitude, and gratitude becomes synonymous with being, consciousness itself. It's like the old Hindu term, Sat Chit Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss. Gratitude, constant gratitude. The other thing I want to say about gratitude and dualism is that the whole point of non-dualism is not to disrespect dualism. We're not after trying to erase dualism and erase the fact that that tree is separate from me, as well as being one with me simultaneously. Dualism is an exciting, extraordinary, energy-filled, pleasure-filled thing. We want to have a who is that is flexible enough, that is movable enough, that is alive enough, that we can be in every state and feel gratitude, from the most separate to the most universally one. So gratitude is not missing or doesn't need to develop. It is itself. from the most separate form of gratitude to the form of gratitude where our being itself is gratitude. And we are gratitude, and what more can we say? So I hope that clears that question up a little bit, or at the very least poses more questions. If you have more questions about gratitude, just hit the button that says Ask Jason, and I'll try to not confuse the issue any more than I have. So bye for now.